Britt.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm packing up to go out.
Are you planning on leaving
Yeah,
the building?
I got my bag.
No, you can't leave the building, Britt.
Why?
Because don't you know the state of the world, Britt?
I've been practicing all my public safety
my
tips. I have my code words. I have my whole field medic
No,
bag.
you can't. You
Why
can't
not?
go outside.
Where am I supposed to
It's
go?
stranger danger outside. I don't know. I don't even know who the stranger is.
Oh, I'm
you
going.
You see how dangerous it is?
I got it.
You can't.
I've been training. I got firearms.
Stay
I'm ready.
here where it's safe. Okay? We got a little kitchen back there. Okay? Go be the dishwasher.
Hey guys, I bet you were expecting Bob, but today it's going to be Britt at the whiteboard, and we're going to talk about public safety for families, practical things that we can do, practical things that we do in our family, and things that you guys should be doing with your family, whether you have big kids, small kids, and even infants. So, situational awareness. This is a huge one out there. I was a single mom for a few years, so I was out with my kids in public spaces all the time. I always had my head on a swivel. I always knew who was around me. I knew where my exits were. I knew where strategically things were located. I was always kind of reading the room, looking at people, watching their body language. People always thought I was really just like really into people watching, and I really enjoyed people watching because I wanted to know where I was, who I was around, and I wanted to make sure that me and my kids stayed safe at all times. So situational awareness is a huge thing. Staring into your phone while you're walking around in public with your kids is not a smart idea. So keep your head on a swivel, keep your eyes open, know who's around you and what's going on around you at all times, especially when it comes to driving. Something my dad always taught me growing up was to know what cars are around you, what colors they were. We played a game a lot where I'd close my eyes and he'd be like, okay, how many people were wearing hats? And he would just randomly say it, and I'd have to close my eyes and I couldn't look around the room, and I had to remember what everything was in the room. So that was something that really taught me situational awareness growing up. We did it a lot when we were like waiting for our food at restaurants, kind of filling that space because technology wasn't a thing as much back in the day. So focus on situational awareness, especially when it comes to your kids. They are aware of a lot more around them than you probably realize. Code words. This is something that our family has really implemented going out into the world. We have code words with the kids, and then we have code words with our spouse. And that's just kind of like, hey, I see something, something's weird, stay close to mom. The kids know they need to come close, that they need to, be quiet. They need to listen to mom's instructions. They need to get in the car quickly. Not to panic, because I always tell them, it's not your job to it's not your job to worry about what's going on. It's your job to listen to mom, to stay safe, and to stay close to me. And sometimes I'll just use that word when we're in a very public setting with a lot of people that we don't know, and mom's trying to go through the crowd. It kind of just means stay close, huddle together. I have 4 kids, so there's more kids than I do hands at this point. So you got to get a little creative. Buddy system. Like I said, I have 4 kids, so no kid goes off alone. I have 2 girls and 2 boys. The boys are some age distance apart, so the little guy is still too little. So if we need to go to the bathroom, everybody goes with mom. We find a family bathroom, or we go into the women's bathroom, and everybody just goes, because I'm not going to leave my 7-year-old boy out, for who knows who's around. So buddy system is really important. We teach this a lot in our training classes as well. You don't go off alone, and you should never do it. So stay close with somebody. Buddy system is really important, especially when the world's getting a little crazy out there. Meetup points. This is something that we focused on a lot when we move into new places or are staying in a hotel, just staying somewhere that's not as familiar for us, or staying at a new place. There is a meetup point that we have, if the house is on fire, or there's an emergency, hey, this is where we're going, no questions asked, this is where you need to meet up. That's a big thing that we've really been focusing on. Meetup points can also be hey, when I pick you up from school, this is the location I want you to pick you up in. Or if I'm picking you up from a friend's house, or anything like that. A lot of clear communication with kids is key when it comes to these things, and setting those expectations and holding to it. Our kids also know that if you don't know the person and they don't have their code word, you do not go with them. And that's just something that you see in Hollywood, or you see in these movies, or you hear these crazy stories, and I just always want to, not be in those situations. So we always try to go the extra mile to be able to keep our kids safe, and to keep their environment safe, and to just know that like mom and dad are doing the best we can. Self-defense. There are self-defense tools that you can have on you. There are self-defense classes that you can take to make you feel more comfortable when it comes to things. You want to do jiu-jitsu, you want to do taekwondo. There's a lot of really awesome people that we really enjoy their content on all of the platforms. I know Amber Haddock does a great job when it comes to this. Mother Prepper is awesome. There is Dana from Daughters Defense. We just chatted with her last week, 2 weeks ago, if you guys have seen that. I know she does an awesome job with that. And then Bethany Taylor, that was the other one I was thinking of. So if you guys want to check out some ladies that post awesome content, public safety related, traveling related, definitely check those out because they have a ton of tips. This is something we probably could talk about all day long, but I wanted to just hit some main practical points that you guys can start implementing with your families today. So if you guys have any thoughts, any more comments, any other questions, drop them in the comments below and we will get them answered. Have a great day.